Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. This is for entertainment purposes only, so if you are entertained, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So, I'd like to talk to you today about how some people are trying to start a rumor that the MSTY fund managers are expecting a market crash for Bitcoin in February next year. And why I think it's probably not the case. We have MSTY, it's a Yieldmax fund. And where I think this started was someone is doing their initial research and they were looking on this page, which is great. And so you have, when you go down the page, you have the distribution rate there in big bold letters. You have the historical details, and then we get down to the performance and the holdings. And this is where I think the rumor is coming from, where they have this cover call on the 21st, and it expires in February of 2025. So I would just like for everybody to know that Yieldmax usually has two types of cover calls out at any one time, along with, their collateral, which is the treasury bills and everything. So they have what is called a long call or a bot call, which is how you open up a synthetic to make a poor man's cover call. And this synthetic is what is the basis for them to make their cover calls, which are the sold calls, which are of shorter duration. And for retail investors, when you're doing options, you're told to buy a call that is at least 1 year in advance, but basically as far into the future that you can, because when you get within 3 months of the call expiring, that's when you get the most theta decay, and at the very end of this, it expires worthless. However, through months of tracking and keeping track of MSTY, Yieldmax does not buy their calls. They do not open synthetic positions very far into the future. It's usually between 1 and 3 months in my observation, which if Yieldmax had offered their intraday trades like an archive of them, I would have pulled them down just to make sure that, or double check. But if you are really that interested, you can go through the entire archives of Retire on Dividends. He goes through it all the time. But I don't think that them taking out this call on the 21st is any indication of them thinking that there's going to be a big market crash. I think it's just that they open it up 1 to 3 months in the future, and that as it gets closer to expiration, they will roll their synthetic. And so I don't know what exactly they're waiting for, but the reason why they don't do it as far into the future as a retail investor is that it's cheaper to buy as you get closer to the expiration date. And they have a choice. And the logic behind that is that if the underlying goes up in that time period, it can overcome the theta decay, so overall we're profitable. So if anything, keeping this decaying synthetic around for longer is a bullish sign rather than them thinking that it will go down. But I don't know the future. The Yieldmax fund managers don't know the future. But overall, investing in MSTY is safer than investing in any of this yourself, because if they're wrong, the NAV of MSTY will go down, but you still own the MSTY shares. And as long as you believe in the fund managers and that they will more or less give you returns in the future, then just stay in MSTY and they will recover much quicker than you would as a retail investor. So that's my opinion on the situation. I don't think that they think that there will be some kind of huge market correction for Bitcoin between now and February 21st. But if there is, then buy more MSTY and, buy more Bitcoin and more MicroStrategies. Not investment advice, just it's going to be a bumpy ride. It's very volatile. So I will talk to you. What do you all think? Do you think that the fund managers think that there is going to be a market correction? There have been times in the past where we've all, as a community, been like, well, that was a stupid move. Why would you do that call? Why would you do this? And then it pays off. And we're like, well, it paid off, so I guess it was the right call. So anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.